Picture this. You're standing at the end of your own driveway, looking back at the house, and it's been listed for 6 weeks. No offers, not one. And the thought going through your head is, what is wrong with my house? Nothing. Almost certainly nothing. Because in this market, the most common reason a genuinely good home sits is not the house at all. It's the price it was listed at. And that mistake costs the most in the first few weeks, which is exactly when your listing gets the most attention it will ever get. So let's start there, because the order matters. Pricing. Homes up here vary enormously, by location, by size, by condition, and that's why a real market analysis beats a guess or a number a neighbor mentioned. Get it right at the start, and you're selling into the busiest window you'll have. Get it wrong, and you spend that window teaching buyers to scroll past you. Now, everything else is about what they see when they do stop. First impressions do an unfair amount of work here. Start outside, because outside is genuinely first. Landscaping, a coat of paint where it's needed, the yard tidied up. Out here, nature is already doing most of your staging for you. You just don't want the front of the house arguing with it. Inside, declutter and depersonalize. And I know how that lands because this is somebody's home we're talking about. But a buyer walking through is trying to picture their own life in those rooms, and family photos on every wall make that harder than you'd think. It's not a criticism of your taste, it's just easier to imagine yourself somewhere that isn't finished being somebody else's. Fix the small stuff, the leaky faucet, the squeaky door. On their own, they're nothing. Together, they quietly tell a buyer the house hasn't been looked after, and that's a story you don't want told for you. A pre-inspection is worth thinking about because it finds those things while you still have time to deal with them calmly. Then stage it. That's not a fancy listing thing. Sometimes it's just moving furniture so a room breathes, or putting something in that reflects where we actually live. And then market it properly, which up here means one thing above all: photography, professional photography. The views and the outdoor space are the reason somebody clicks in the first place, and a phone snap of a hallway will not carry them. Get it on the online platforms too, because that's where nearly every buyer starts now. And open houses genuinely work here. It's a friendly community, people come, and standing in a room does something a listing photo can't. Here's the part I'd underline. Every one of those steps is about the same thing. You're not selling a building. You're selling four-season living, the forest out the door, the fishing and the hiking and the camping, and a community that people move a long way to be part of. That's what makes somebody drive up here to look. Your job, my job, is to make sure nothing in the listing gets in the way of it. And when somebody asks me, so what's my house actually worth? The honest answer is that it deserves a conversation and a real analysis, not a number off the top of my head. I'd rather be right than fast. If this was helpful, give it a like and subscribe so the next one finds you. And if you know somebody thinking about selling up here, send it their way. That's how it gets to the person who actually needs it. Please give me a call to chat. You can reach me at 623-512-9763. I'm the Mountain Bear Team Realtor, based in Payson, Arizona, and I'll talk to you next time.